Hello, my name is Shadley and welcome back for another episode of the Red Galaxy in our 4X. And, well, in previous episode we had a bit of a focus on the economy side of things. We were trying to find potential enemies within territories that we consider ours, but we couldn't notice them. I mean, it doesn't mean that they went there, but we didn't find them. But I'm bringing you back because we found 2 refueling hubs in Pravdov, which at least means that we can refuel there. We don't have any actual... Hold on a minute. Oh wait, no, those are the components. Right. I mean, I don't think disassembling those will give a lot of things. We could scrap them maybe, or we could try to transport them over to utilize in some designs of our own. That's a possibility, but at the same time... Well, how about we disassemble one? Check what we get from that. So we got... I don't think we got anything. So if we scrap the component, let's see what we get from that. Okay, decent bit of minerals. Does it determine what minerals we got? No. But my gut tells me that it's probably... Oh, a lot of boronite. And some uranium. Okay, I'll take that. Whether that boronite will now be transferred or flung into Kazakhstan, but that should be alright. We don't actually have a massive shortage of boronite, that's for sure. Thorium stockpiles are running a bit low, but at the same time, we are now producing at least some fuel in the... where's the salt fuel? There we go. So they actually have another about 1 million liters there that we could transport over. I suppose I can wait that because the oiler does have a massive capacity. Some 9 million liters capacity that it can transport, essentially. And yeah, it's not really that much required there right now. So we can probably afford waiting for maybe another few months before we go to pick up that. But hey, we got some minerals. It's better than nothing. But we'll keep this battle fleet over here. This is most likely the place that the enemies will be coming through if they are. I mean, technically they might go around to Volgograd. That's also an option. Actually, that reminds me, if we go to Tomsk, do we have the jump gates there? We do have to Volgograd. Not necessarily around... Okay, so... I wonder, there's a lot of asteroids in here. Would there be any planets that they might want to colonize is the question. Not really. There's gas giants and super Jovians. Oh, it's very unlikely that they've inhabited either one of those. And I believe, yeah, one of the gas giants is all the way there. There is no Lagrange point for it. So, yeah, that's a bit of a logistical issue to get up there. Now, I suppose I could go and check that with the battle fleet, so how about we go back to Volgograd and poke our head to Tomsk. Delay for, I don't know, 600, and then transit back. So yeah, that's at 10 minutes. Then we can probably drop the delay again and move to that jump point. Don't necessarily need to go over it, but just move to it. Okay, we got the exploration ship again. Factory store, Ordnance Factory. Ooh, that's handy. Also, that considering that we do have, well, we don't have the transfer capabilities yet, so that's a bit of a problem. We can probably get that sorted out eventually. We do have a bit of a worker shortage again. Not massive, mind you. We did find some maintenance facilities there, so we can technically maintain some ships here in Pravdov, but at the same time we don't have Galatites to actually do the maintenance supplies, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. We do have a stockpile of 12,000 though, so it's not all bad. And those we can always transfer more in here without too much hassle, I think. But let's take a look a little bit. So there's still the infrastructure that we are producing. It's going to take a while, but it shouldn't be too bad. There's going to be the third mass driver, and we're going to get some construction factories and mines, just in case. Now, the problem is with the infrastructure here. We are starting to get rather close to the max values there, so I actually... Let's go to Novi Solzna. And yeah, we got some fighters now. We do have Cargo 3 with the latest tug, but we don't have anything to attach to it yet. So it's going to be staying there for the time being. It will be ready once we get the cargo container there, which is actually going to take a while before we get through all of these. Come to think of it, but sure, at some point we'll get there. And then we might want to start producing... I'm going to put that up in the queue, just so that we can get that produced a bit sooner. It doesn't take a massive amount of build points, and that will allow us to do much more logistics. I would say 50% more, but actually that's not true, because it can go faster than the other ones, so probably about 60 to 70% more logistics. Let's actually quickly check that. I'm just getting curious. The target... So, the others should be this, and well actually it's the same speed, but basically the cargo, yeah, it will be faster speed nevertheless. That reminds me, we should probably start producing the missiles in Pravda, just in case. I think we want to produce the Vladimirs there. We don't have a massive capacity to build these. Well, let's build 100. We won't be able to load them in or anything, but hey, we'll be producing, okay, about 10 or 11 missiles per year right now. Not a lot in all fairness. Gives us some time to actually get the transfer facilities there, or the cargo shuttle bay. Oh no, actually we need the ordnance transfer thingy in there to actually do that, but that's alright. So still have... Oh, right, because we don't have Galisite, we can't actually produce them. Right, well, there goes that plan. We'll pause that. Eventually we'll continue it, but not right now. So over here we have increased the population a little bit. There's still a tiny worker shortage, but not too bad. We're getting the financial center there slowly. Over here we might want to... there's a little bit Galisite and uranium there, but that's about it. And in Salino, we have the mines. We actually got some workers here, so if we were to get the construction factories in here, once we have a cargo ship available, let's actually have a look. So the cargo one is currently... Oh, it's doing nothing, okay. Well, I should have probably fixed this sooner though. Okay, how about you take the... Actually, no, you're going to take infrastructure and drop that to Pravdo. Repeat that 9 more times. And then you're going to refuel from the colony. That's going to increase the population capacity a little bit at least. And that should take care of some of the problem. Oh, new system discovered. Krasnoyarsk. Okay, seems fairly sizable. Some asteroids. There is actually 2... Well, there's a planet over there, and then there's a dwarf planet down there. Nope, that's not what I meant to click. This one. So there's a terrestrial planet with a moon and dwarf planet with a small moon. Pretty high colony cost because of the low temperature. So where is this located? This is... Oh right, it continues that way. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Can I actually zoom out a tiny bit? No, I don't think I can. Could mush these closer, I suppose. Was there something? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Alright then, well... Oh right, Sverdlovsk has 5 planets that could be colonized. Not necessarily easily, but they could be colonized, that's for sure. Alright then, well... It's good to know. Let's actually have a look at Sverdlovsk. I forgot what we have there. I mean, we have currently nothing in there, to be fair. But there's the planets that could be colonized. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of moons and such that could be colonized. We actually have technically a colony set up there. Pretty good accessibilities. Not massive resources, though. That's a rather small resource. That's... Oh, right, yeah, that's the one that had the Venusian atmosphere. But good potential for extra minerals there. You got some minerals there. That's low gravity, but we do have some low gravity in places, so we could technically create a colony there. Then there's the gas giant with 1.5 million, and then these with some. Actually, how much can this have? Okay, 2 billion. That's not too bad in population terms. Then on the B, oh, there's some Galicide there. Not massive population capacity there. But over here, there's some uranium, thorium, gas giant have. Oh wow, almost 40 million. Okay, that wouldn't be too bad. And we do have a colony already over here. It would require low gravity infrastructure. And then we got a little bit of resources over there, but not really worth its own colony. Oh, right. We may need to send in a ground survey team over here at some point, but I don't remember if I have the jump. I do have the jump gate towards St. Petersburg. Okay. So how about we're gonna have to do that in Kazakhstan, but we could train a couple survey battalions. Start transferring those over to places that require them. Because that would be handy. Knowing the resources beforehand would make life a lot easier. Research completed. We got the fuel consumption, 0.7. It started as a power plant boost. Actually, another thing that I should probably have a look at is the power propulsion. Capacity recharge rate wouldn't be a terrible idea. On the other hand, getting the better reactors so we can get into better engines wouldn't be bad either. Increasing the engine size would be handy. Jump engine size going down would also be handy. And the jump drive efficiency would be very useful. There's so many things that I want to research, but so little capacity to research them, quite frankly. Let's put in the better reactors at least first, then maybe the capacity recharge rate, because we have gotten some of that already. And after that we'll figure out again, because this research is probably going to die before that. Do we have... Ooh, we do have a better one actually. Okay, let's cancel that project then. And then start with the power plant boost. Because you got 20% boost there, and we only have 5 labs anyway, so that should be alright. So that's going to speed up the research. It's going to be done in November now, that's not too bad. Right, so I wanted to get the reactor, and then capacity recharge rate. Then we'll figure out the next one. But yeah, now that's going to be a little bit faster. Let's have a quick look. Is there better missile researcher? No, not by the looks of it. Construction, production... Not really. Defensive systems, that's 25%. No, there's no... I think most of these are as good as they can be. That's good. New mineral deposits in Magadan. Oh, that's a gas giant. Okay, yep. 200,000 thorium at 0.4. Not great, not terrible. Can be utilized at some point. Still have the Mercasin troubles in... Ooh. Okay, that's a smaller increment there. Nothing so far though. Timing... Let's actually have a look. How is the deployment on these? Halfway done with the deployment. They're actually a bit low in fuel, so how about I send you back? Oh, you're still moving. I see. Another small increment. Okay, nothing with... Oh, and another small... Okay, Let's have a look at Brezhnev. Are we... Alright, we should be in Volgograd, shouldn't we? You're still moving. They might be spotting that. Wait, why are you going to Brezhnev? No, 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 no. No, you're not going to be going there. Remove all. Did you refuel? No. Okay, why don't we send you down there and refuel first? Then we're going to have to figure out something for you to do. Sounds like that... Huh? Just Commander experience, never mind. Sounds like there might be something around there, because they might have been spotting that, quite frankly. Now, this doesn't have a massive spotting range. New minerals in Krasnoyarsk. One of the comets. Okay, well, decent resource. We really need to get another deep space tracking station. Okay, why don't you actually stop there for the time being? I can probably afford to keep you here for another month. So remove last. Just to make sure that we'll keep an eye on that jump point. New mineral deposit in Magadan. It's another moon. That's actually not bad resource. 6 million duranium, 0.4. 1.5 million cobalt at 0.1. 1.7 million boron at 0.6. Of a million thorium at 0.8. Ooh. 8 million iridium at 0.8. Okay, that is certainly a system that we need to capture. So that reminds me, in Magadan, did we ever get the jump point back? Or the jump gate back? No, we didn't. On the Brezhnev side, we actually never built that either. Okay, so that's probably what we could do with the jump point stabilization fleet. So, well, you know what? So remove those. Why don't you go to Brezhnev? Stabilize jump point there. Then you can transit through. And stabilize a jump point there, so we can start getting our logistics into this system and start colonizing the good places before the enemy does. Hopefully. Ooh, that's a smaller increment there. Okay, one thing that I should probably do is, on these exploration ships, why don't we put the actives on? Not going directly into the enemy places, but if we can spot any enemies further away, that would, in my books at least, be better. Sure enough, they don't like to be scanned with actives, but it's for our own safety. Not so much for theirs. She's a battalion. Okay, so we do have the... Let's have a look in Sverdlovsk, because that's where we were going to take some of the... Hold on. There you are. Right, so A2 in Sverdlovsk has pretty good potential. And there's B7 Moon 22 that has a potential, but I think we're going to go for the... What was it? A2, okay. So, Troop 1. Go over there, load ground unit. Okay, one of the Geosurvey battalions. Go through St. Petersburg, Sverdlovsk, and A2. Unload all ground units. And then you can return to Kazakhstan. Actually, probably refuel, in fact. It's going to be a relatively long trip anyway. Alright then. You might want to utilize that. I mean, we could take the other battalion. Actually, no, we don't have the jump gates all the way there yet. We don't really have anything with commercial jump drives either, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. Let's see, retirement, commander promoted, mineral shortage. Oh, there was a shorter... Yeah, there's 1 hour at one point there. New ground officer, again the mineral shortages. Nothing... Oh, orders completed. Okay, cargo 2 has completed orders. They were doing the mine transport, weren't they? Let's check the history. Yes, they were unloading mines in St. Petersburg. Right, so why don't we take the construction factories here, unload them to Stalino, repeat that 4 more times, and then you can probably refuel. It's going to take a long while to do all that, but it's better than nothing. Okay, Krasnoyarsk, we found some thorium on a comet there. Alright then. Jump point detected. So it did. Oh right, that's right at the center of the system. Oh wow. Okay, that's a potential risk. Factory restored. Automated mine in Pravdo. That's good. Actually, is there still... In here, there's still 1 more installation that we can dig out. Hopefully it's something useful. Pravdo still has 67. Alright then. I mean, I suppose it could be worse. And we have now the max population of 9 million here. We actually have some available workers, so we can find something handy here. And not have a problem with that. How's the industry doing? We're going to get the ordnance factories done by January. After that we'll get the cargo container, just so that we can do a bit more logistics. Then we'll get some more construction factories and fighter factories and all that. The fighter, well, the last of the actual fighters is going to be done soon. That reminds me, how are our stockpiles of missiles? I've got 86 missiles there. Let me have a look. New fighters. They do have max ammo. Right, so if we assign these... Probably assign all, actually. There we go. That shouldn't be too bad. I mean, yeah, it's a... Considering that if we have 3 fighters, we can have basically... I'm not sure if it's going to be 3 salvos of 10 or a salvo of 30 missiles, but anyway, it's going to be 30 missiles flying at the enemy at the same time. That should be or it should be at least a decent challenge for them to shoot down. Although I'm not entirely sure if it's actually going to be a challenge or not, but depending if it's just 1 ship, then it might be. But at the same time, these missiles are not the most accurate against what we've seen the enemies can do in terms of speed. So they probably don't need to shoot down all that many to survive barrage, but hey, at least it's something. Might convince them to turn around. Okay, Cargo 1 has completed orders. That was transporting the infrastructure. We still have 300 infrastructure here. What would be a place that requires infrastructure badly? Well, we could get someone in Stalino, I guess. For example, or over... Well, this doesn't necessarily need... St. Petersburg does need more. You know what? We'll start transporting more over there. Are they? They're not producing anything because they only have the mines there, so they are at least getting the resources. If they are getting mercasium there. If we got some factories here, we could start producing various things. Okay, but yeah, we'll just transport more infrastructure into St. Petersburg A1. So, Cargo 1, why don't you load the infrastructure and go through St. Petersburg? Unload all installations there. Go there. Repeat that 4 times. Then refuel. Repeat that another time. It's going to take forever to do that, but it will keep it busy at least. We'll slowly increase the capacities in there. If nothing... Oh. Okay, where is our... Did we leave the units? Yeah, they're over here. Okay, so this is something that we're going to have to do in the next episode, actually, because we just ran out of time. So we'll send the battle fleet to intercept. It might be that we'll lose our jump point stabilization fleet there. Which, if that's the case, then that's a sad reality, but we're just going to have to live with that. But we'll turn that fleet around, try to buy some time, and we'll send this fleet to intercept. Hopefully we're going to shoot them down. It seems to be only one ship right now, but there might be... Actually, there might be another ship, and it's fairly quick, quite frankly. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.